Hey there! Back again, and well, as you can see, I'm still wearing my winter/Christmas clothes, and I might just continue with that because, well, it's cold here in Denmark. In fact, here this week we've had our temperatures permanently below zero, so we're actually getting snow all the time and stuff. So it's not like a lot of snow, just a little bit. So not like anything that was like piling up, but yeah, it's looking pretty though, but it is very cold. However, the time has come, I'm afraid. We need to be taking down the Christmas decorations. Now, I am the kind of person that will start singing Christmas carols in July and get in the Christmas mood in September, October, but still, yeah, we need to get down decorations at least. And all this stuff, I'll be doing that on my own time. However, there's one thing I wanted to do, and that is this fella, the Christmas tree. Because there is one thing I wanted to talk about in that regard, and that is, well, this whole, what do we call it? Custom of bringing in a tree and then like basically we're cutting down a tree, killing the tree just so that we can like get a tree inside a living room for a little bit, and then once we're done with it we're just tossing it out again. And personally, I don't really like that. So what I have decided is something that I'd actually like to do in real life. Now, in real life, I don't have a Christmas tree usually because I'm just me and it would be a little much. But I, like, what I want to do is I want to make it so that when I have a Christmas tree, like when I have my own, together with Kitty, then I want a live tree. Of course, it'll probably cost more and stuff, but bring in a live tree and then make it a part of your family, if you will, for a while. Keep it inside the warmth, and then when Christmas is over, bring it back into nature and let it readjust. So I've decided on this server that what I want to do here is rather than just taking down the tree, I want to not just take it down, but I want to move it and have a permanent place for it here. So it'll basically be a new like guest in my area. So what we're going to be doing here is we're going to take everything down carefully, and then we are going to move it over into another spot so that we next year can take our dear Christmas tree here and use it again. So we're going to take all of these down. Make sure that we get them all. I hope that I got them all at least. Take the last bit of the decorations on the tree, and then once all that is done, we're going to be moving it into another place. So let's take these down. And of course here there is going to be a little bit of loss because these leaves, as you can see, like the sides of the tree, they have like more than 4 blocks from the center, and because of that, well, unfortunately that means that we will have leaf despawning while we're cutting the tree here. But I will basically be deciding, do I want to keep the tree as it is and rebuild it with the folds, thus keeping the tree's soul, or do I want to replace the stuff afterwards and that's a good question, and I don't have the answer for that right now, so basically we will be doing that another time. Probably do that on my own time and just replace the tree as it is today myself. So right here, just grab the last bits here, grab the dirt, and then we are going to head over to where the tree is going to be put up. And while I do that, I will be right back here in just a moment, and then I'll show you where it is. So see you in just a second. Bye bye. And here we are back again, and this is the place. Put up this block here, and it's just about above my house here, so that I can actually look at it from down there. So right here is where we're going to be placing the tree. So let's take down this marker and replace the tree. 6 blocks up. Let's take our dirt so we have that to work with. Then we're going to build the top to begin with. Now we're not going to have the problem of despawning here. But yeah, I'm going to decide what I want to do with the despawned leaves. So whether I want to replace them. In either case, I know how the tree looked, so I can do it. But yeah, let's get down from here. And then what we need is, underneath this level, we need 1, 2, like that. Over here. Do a small circle. There. And here. That's that layer. Now the next layer here, that has another one of those. The star shapes. Whoops. Good thing I didn't fall off there. I get the other one here. Just like that. And then we have 2 layers. The first one being like that one above. I'll just quickly throw that in. Whoops, I was wrong, but we're going to be putting that layer in anyway, so let's do that. And that goes here. Basically we could double up this layer. And then all it is requiring after that is another ring around it. So basically doing the corners here. Let's just jump down. And over here. And then we are doing something along the side here. Over here. And here. And I'm just doing it a little around the different spots because at one point we will be running out. But let's get up on top here so we can actually see what we're doing properly. And we do this here. Over here. Do that. Here we do this, and then we have 2 left, which means that it's actually only a single leaf block that we lost. So I'll probably be replacing that. But yes, that is a tree. And let's jump down here, and let's hop down and take a look at the tree during night here. So, standing here majestic on the top. Hop down, go over to my house, right here, and you can see it up there. So our tree is going to be standing up there until next year, when we are going to bring him down again and put some decorations on him. So see you next year, Christmas tree. And now the next bit, because I actually had one more thing that I wanted to do today, but it is not right here in my house, it is in another place, so I'll be right back again, probably wait until it's daytime, and then I will be right back with you, so see you in just a moment. Bye bye. And we're back again, and this place looks a little different. Obviously, we're still close to the flower forest. In fact, the road is right over there, and my bridge there, my house over there. But right here, it is, if not counting that space over there, probably one of the closest places in the swamp. And if you look at it, like this here, well, it has flower forest flowers on it, but it is swamp biome as well as out there. So I am going to be placing some flower paths here, basically an expansion for the flower farm, because the only flower that you cannot get in a flower forest is this fella right here, the orchid. So in order to do that, you need a swamp, and luckily I live right next to one, and I should even be within distance of things actually working, so I'm going to be doing a few paths here to get some of the orchids. And even if these spots here should still spawn these flowers, it's not bad, because these are flowers I want more of. I always want more of the white and pink tulips, especially the pink, and the daisies, they're also very nice. So I set up the beginning to a little tree here, and I haven't done the root network for this one yet, because I'm going to be doing a stair down from it. But what I have here is some resource that I have readied. So let's put up a workbench, convert this wood, make ourselves a few of these, just have something to start with, and then grab the well, what is it called? Spruce. So at this level here, just marked it with some torches, we are going to be doing a little bit of a floor. And it's quite similar to the house design that I did for the house for Blurb. So we are doing our plus design here for the floor. Basically just doing it a little fast. This one will have to be moved. So let's take that and replace it over here. Want to keep it around, want to keep these flowers for the looks. And then let's take some other stuff as well while we're here. So let's take some of these and some of these, some acacia and some more birch, and bring this guy along. So for this stuff, doing a few of these. And right here we're going to dig one down, simply because we are here at the same level as water, but here we have one above. So if an enderman should come up and grab a block, he will be unable to expose any of the dirt underneath and thus make it look unnatural. So it's basically enderman proof, not in the sense that they can't remove it, but in the sense that if they should remove it, things still looks nice. So let's get this up, and then we are going to be putting down the dirt on these spaces here. And over here. There. And over here. And while we're working on this building, let's talk a little bit about what's going on at the moment. Well, I actually got a letter from the clinic that I'm going to in regards to my next appointment, so that's a positive thing. Now, the negative thing is that I still have no indication of any decision that might or may not be coming. So in that regards, I'm still completely clueless, but at least I have the name and time to see another psychologist. And it is here next week, next Friday. So, well, that's quite nice. Looking forward to that. Not so much the thing, but more getting it over with, to be honest. So hopefully that will go well. Other than that, well, at work I am doing well, basically I'm working on a guide or guidelines for our control system, the programming part of our control system. Basically, how should you program stuff so that it will be uniform and stuff? Basically making it easier for us to work with it later when some poor sod is sent on site and have to sit there all alone trying to figure out what someone else has been doing, so that rather than them having to work with like 5 different ways of coding, they will see one uniform way of coding instead. And I'm trying to like figure out what is the best way of doing various things, and trying to like find a good middle ground that also makes sense for the various things, because we have different ways of programming, not just between people, but also like different ways available. We are programming a control system that's called 800XA, created by ABB, which is a Swedish company, and it is like it's decently well used, I'd say. It's like, I don't think it's so forth in America. I don't believe so, at least. But it is known there still, or at least it should be. However, let's see if we can do this from here. Maybe if we take this out, we don't have to go down. So if we do this and put this in here. Oh, wrong way. And in that, well, you have different ways of programming, even ways that we are not using, but one of the ways that we are using is one that is called structured text, which is the closest thing you get to like regular programming code like C and that sort of stuff. You can basically do a lot of what you can do there as well, except like C is more flexible and can be used for more stuff. This is more like just their controllers. And then you can do sequences, which is sequential function charts, is the fancy name that they've given them. But basically just sequences. And then other than that, we have this new fancy thing, which is called diagrams. And they are a hassle to work with, and basically I used all the time we were working with them on the last project to basically find every opportunity that I could to go in and put a little post-it note on the guy that had made sure that everything we were programming was going to be programmed in this. I put a little post-it note on his screen saying, "I am not a fan." Every time I found something I was unhappy with in it. So yeah, that was fun. But basically now I'm trying to find, like, rather than doing everything as diagrams, which in my mind makes no sense, like just saying we are always doing this, I am going through it and figuring out when does it make sense to do one or the other. Basically, we're going to be doing most of the programming stuff in the diagrams, but when it makes sense, which is, for instance, in the case of if statements, then you should use the appropriate tool, which is the structured text. And in some cases, a sequence will be either required, or it will be just like more usable for you to use one. So why should you not be able to do that? So I'm going through and figuring out when to do what, and so far it's going all right. I am like in the process of writing the various parts of it. Not completely done with it yet, but getting along. Basically, I am like playing a teacher, sort of. So I can't really not imagine myself like with hair up in a tight bun and like old style teacher's glasses and like standing there in not a business suit but a teacher's outfit and like batting my palm with a ruler, like looking sternly at the students. It's just a fun image. But yeah, that is something that I'm having a little bit of fun with, and it shouldn't be too much longer before we have something that we can actually continue working with. And speaking of working with, this starting to look pretty nice. In fact, we just need to thatch the roof, and I actually brought, as you saw, leaves for that case. We also need to put in a stair. I'm going to do that another time and replace the floor with another stair, and then we should be done. But tonight, this whoops, took a screenshot. This in-game night, that is, we are going to hop over until it is daytime and then do the roof work. Just do the leaves for now, and probably come back later and do melons and stuff, or do that off camera. Either way, I will be right back with that bit once it comes daytime. So be right back. Bye-bye. And here we are back again, and I brought a few things. A door, as well as some stair. Now this one here will come down. So we will be having a stair out and then down here. So if we do this up and turn this around like that, then we can place the door. Some lag with the block placing sounds, but whatever. And then we just need to have this, some jungle leaves and some acacia leaves. So let's get up on top so we can actually do some stuff, and let's start putting it in. Now, like I was talking about work and basically doing the whole teacher routine, and I'm finding it quite enjoyable. Actually, while I was still at the university where I took my education, I experienced a situation where I was hired by some students, basically to act as their private teacher, and I really enjoyed it because I've always enjoyed sharing knowledge. It's something that I find to be quite fulfilling, and honestly, it's actually something that I am considering doing more of in the future. Like, I've always had this this thought that maybe I should become a teacher, like permanently, and I might actually just end up doing that because, as I've already said before, I might change this up. I think I'll do that. Take this, and if we can, we cannot. So let's just jump down, grab that, and replace. But yeah, I really enjoy sharing knowledge in such a way. So being a teacher is actually something that I have strongly considered for a long while, even before I knew what I wanted to do. And well, now that I've taken my education as an engineer and found out that I might not want to continue pursuing that in the end, well, then I might actually just decide to become a teacher for real, full time. It's definitely something that I'm considering, strongly considering, I might add, but haven't gone ahead with it. As I've said before, I have some time to think. Not like all the time in the world, of course, but for the moment I am in a situation where I'm safe at work, in that I have been promised at least that they are not going to send me out. So that lets me relax a bit, and I also I don't have to worry about my job at the moment, because I'm currently employed for 2 years, so I don't have to worry about going and finding a new job right away here and now. So I have time to figure out, do I actually want to continue being an engineer before I have to actually make a decision on it. And I'm happy about that, because right now, honestly, thinking about what I want to do in regards to work and stuff, it's really not what I need, neither mentally and what I'm actually capable of doing. So yeah, I'm happy that that is the case there. Let's take this down a little bit, make it a little more solid than usual. Take this down here, bring this up. This one we take down. Try to fill in just a little bit more than I usually do. This one here, I think we'll do that. Over here. And finally here, I think like that. So there we go. That is all that. And that should be all of it as well. So yeah, I might end up pursuing that. I've yet to decide, but I still have time, as I said, so I'm going to continue not talking about it, thinking about it, and figuring out what I want to do. But for now, this is done, and with that, I'm going to call off this episode, because it's already plenty long, and there's more to talk of next time. So, for this week, I hope that you enjoyed the episode. It was only a few things, but we did get something built, and I will probably be digging the cave underneath here, on my own time, and then come back and do perhaps the paths on camera. I didn't do the wiring on camera for the other ones, but this should be so small that it is possible to do it here, so I can actually show what I was doing. Most likely I will pull the wires from the other one rather than build a copy of the trigger mechanism over here, but I haven't decided that yet, because it would probably be easier to do it over here, but I kind of want to do it so that there's a transportation system back and forth with a signal out and resources back. Could be interesting. And if possible, ferry everything back to my collection system. Now, there's not a space for it there, but I could possibly figure something out. But for this week though, I'm going to call it off, as I said, and I hope that you enjoyed it. So I will see you again next week. For this week though, bye bye. Take care. Bye.